Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a reading today for the Divine Masculine and what he wants to say to you. So I don't know about you, but I have been incredibly triggered by my twin lately and with a lot of things going on in the world. So if this resonates, if you've been seeing signs of your person but you don't have access to them, if your person is becoming in and out of your life, drop me a comment below. It's always very cathartic to hear from somebody else going through this journey. So I know there's a lot to unpack here. We've got the Headspace, Hardspace, and Action Space. And I'm going to go through really quickly what I see in all of these areas. So let's just move some things out of the way. Okay. So starting off in the Headspace, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Chariot. And we have the Three of Cups. So, the Divine Masculine is really craving this change of scene, especially with the Chariot. We have this central theme of karmic partnerships playing on repeat, as legitimized by the Three of Swords in reverse and the Three of Cups. Threes. Big energy with the number 3 in creation. And there's this feeling like as long as this other person is in your life, or in their life, there's going to be this emotional entanglement and confusion for this relationship. And I feel like one or somebody in this connection has lied to the other in some way. Maybe there was a betrayal, somebody felt cheated on, and this Three of Swords in reverse basically says, we've gotten over this initial heartbreak in the past, but how do we reach cohesiveness with all three parties in the future? How do we reach harmonization, happiness, even celebration? Because, maybe one or both parties wants to maintain a friendship with their ex. Maybe there's a child involved, and that other person needs to be involved in your twin's life. So, in this connection, true love knows no bounds. It's not a relationship whereby things are limited, things are given ultimatums. It's not one person's my way or the highway. So, we have endurance here from the Vessel Oracle deck. And I really feel like one or both parties right now is enduring the separation and enduring the issues that are arising about these questions because they love you. And this period is all about patience. It's all about testing our willpower. And while there may be fear in regards to what kind of connection this person ultimately gets to have with you, there's also this deep desire for change. And more importantly, to change something within ourselves so that we can lead this pack. And we can have all of the elements inside it in perfect harmony. So just some messages that came up here from the Twin Flame Oracle. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you, but I'm reminded of you constantly. So here is the moon and the sense of stability that Earth is bringing into your Divine Masculine's life right now. The sky and the moon, or the sun and the moon, the ceiling and the floor, as above, so below. He can't find the right words, but through these reminders and signs of you, he's going to. Now in the Headspace, the Hardspace, the Divine Masculine with the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and death, he's just trying to figure out how to repair this relationship, especially with the Seven of Cups, which presents options and choices. Now you'll notice the Seven of Cups relates to the Chariot. So we have two sevens in the center of both of these arenas, and that is not an accident. The Divine Masculine knows that he has to change something about himself spiritually in order to repair the relationship. I think that he needs to trust in the universe more, because we had trust over death. And he needs to figure out how to get a hold of his emotions, because we have structure over the watery Seven of Cups. So perhaps your Divine Masculine is somebody who previously misspoke or let his emotions get the best of him. And he's learning at this point how to, again, be patient, everything in due time, how to create order around the feelings so that he doesn't insult yours when he's communicating these things to you. Things like that. And I also think that it's a reflection period that needs to happen as well. The Four of Swords is ultimately a card of processing thoughts. And we see that if he does this, it has the potential to yield great personal and emotional freedom for him. So if your person has been previously involved with anybody or is part of a karmic partnership or marriage, then he's going to spend more time with himself, perhaps in nature, as indicated by this freedom card. Get away from those one-night stands, get away from those friends with benefits or situationship situations, to basically find out that he needs you. And we see that if he hasn't done this already, he's definitely going to do this, because we have the message, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. And I'm in a much better headspace now. So that's what's coming. And I think with death, there's likely to be this transformative event that's going to force this. Because ultimately, the truth will set you free. And he has to realize that this not feeling a sense of belonging or not feeling like he can really be himself based on where or how he grew up or what his parents expected of him was an illusion. And he has the freedom to now create his own reality. So if you're of a differing religion, background, country, sexuality, if there's something about you that doesn't quite tick all of the boxes that he feels like his upbringing or parents or societal would dictate, then he's learning now to become his own person and manage his own emotions and understand that not everybody is going to understand it, but that you in this relationship can dictate boundaries that other people will have to respect simply because you do. And you decide what you will or will not allow. But I do see him coming forward to you very soon. We have Strength, the Nine of Wands, and the Eight of Wands here in the action space. So once he's mastered these emotions, this focus, compassion, and self-control, become a leader rather than a tyrant, a gentle person. He's going to embrace the true power of the Emperor, of which the Lion is king. And he'll be in a position to come forward where previously he had been holding himself back. It's a clarion call to not give up climbing this ladder towards you and to your divine mission. The moon here can either be seen as a guide in the dark or a signal that day is about to end, opening you up to insecurities, anxieties, what have you. It just depends on how you look at it. And since we have the 9s here, I feel like that mentality will close and a new one will begin. And again, like I said before, it's a transformative event, something that may happen as quick as lightning. They'll see that, you'll see that your person might show up suddenly, maybe even during a storm, and offer you this new beginning, because this long period of absence made them realize how important you were to them. Made them realize that had they known how much of a part of their life you would be, still, even when you're not around, they would have made different choices because they're so affected, even when they thought distance would lessen the hold that you have on them, because the people they're surrounding themselves by don't hold a candle to you. And because through this experience, you have actually made them better. So it's just about this point in time where the divine masculine can put aside his pride and forgive himself and forgive you, whatever he's holding against you, to be able to come in and offer love, which ultimately denotes healing, and completely begin fresh. And that's going to be the real rub here. How do you come back into somebody's life who has hurt you, who has immediately got your hackles up, whom you don't trust, because you know they have such power to hurt you again? And I think both twins are feeling this in different ways. So it's not about who is right or who is supposed to be more validated in that feeling. It's understanding that both of you feel that way in different ways. And how can we communicate to express ourselves, validate each other, and move forward? Now, to wrap up this reading, we have the card from the Practice You deck, What Would Love Do? Inner Dignity feels like this. And I think the meaning of this card here, with our beautiful green throat or heart chakra color, is if you're wondering what you can do to help your twin come to these conclusions faster, do the things that boost your confidence. Shine your light brighter. Make use of your God-given talents. And since we have boundaries on the bottom of the Vessel Oracle deck, followed by support actually, which I didn't see until now, I think it's really suggesting to us that you can't let the pressure of everyday life or everyday people tell you what to do or who you want to be. This is a unique connection. It doesn't have a rule book. Not a lot of things in life do, but this one in particular. You're writing the story as you go along. So you don't have to be this Mother of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the Wild Unknown deck. You don't have to be a bitch. You don't have to get bitter. You don't have to be defensive. You can still flow within the power of your femininity and be solid in bridging the two worlds, so to speak. But whatever you do is going to flow over the connection, and encourage your twin to be authentic as well. And that's really going to show your twin that love still exists no matter how many times people hurt each other inadvertently, because love is about forgiveness and a relentlessness not to quit. So that is what I have for you today. I really hope this resonated with you. Let me know down below in the comments. You can like this video, dislike it if you didn't like it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more. On Friday, we're going to be diving into what more can you do to bring about union faster. And other than that, you've got all your readings down below in the description box. Check that out if you want a personal reading of your own, and I will see you next week.